When I first thought about what pictures I would share with you in regard to the subject of focal length, the first things that popped into my head were the words wide angle and telephoto. After all, the extreme effects that we associate with lenses whose focal lengths relate to those terms can be fun to see because they're so far outside the sense of perspective of our own eyes, so different from the way the world usually looks to us. As I looked through the different series of photographs that I've worked on over the years, I pulled up one that I continue to develop, tentatively titled Coney Island Still Lifes. It's the outcome of a long-term fascination that I have with the objects that reflect on and indeed that can create a true portrait of a person. The French have a beautiful term for this type of picture. They call it portrait en creux. Pardon my poor French pronunciation, but that means hollow portrait. Those types of pictures are not hollow in the sense of emptiness of content. Far from it. They are empty of the image of the physical specimen, the man or woman or child who is the subject. The person themselves is not physically portrayed in such works. However, it's the evidence of their persona, their personality, what makes them who they are in some significant manner that has a certain poignancy, a certain mystery, but also a solid and tangible reality. That's what becomes the subject of the picture. I've made many pictures in many different types of settings and of many types of persons, exploring this approach to symbolizing rather than showing, of referencing the person rather than documenting them. In these pictures, I'm looking at what someone has left behind in the sand as they went off to jump in the ocean or talk with a friend or stroll on the beach. The character I look for is expressed in the blankets, the shoes, the eyeglasses, the other elements than what I find to be the beauty of their arrangement in compositions that I discover. The real challenge is to test how few things can be shown that will, together, create enough of a statement to portray an aspect of a person. Of course, I hope also that the pictures together will also convey something about the middle class, normal, everyday folks for whom a trip to Coney Island is a relief from the everyday hustle and bustle of New York City. In the Coney Island still lifes, it's of great importance to me that there be no distortion or odd effects resulting from the photography. I did not want the pictures to look like my techniques of photography were adding any content to the scenes, say through Photoshop or unusual flash effects or anything related to lenses or perspective. They needed to seem real. It was important for each scene to ring with authenticity, to be real, well, as real as a photograph can be.